Hey, AI friends, it's Claire here. Today, I'm going to be walking you through Julius, an incredible tool that you can use to analyze, summarize, and create graphs for any of your financial data sets. Let's get into it. Okay, here we are, Julius AI. Julius is really incredible because it can take any sort of data set that you'd like and make them into incredible, helpful visual graphs that just break down your data in a much more digestible way, especially if you're creating any sort of end of year report, end of quarter report, things like that. Today, I'm going to be using a fictional financial data set for a fake dog grooming company that I came up with, Wash in Wags. Then we are going to use natural language within the chat box in order to have Julius create both a summary paragraph and also graphs for us for our end of year report. And then we will make any changes that we need to make sure that we're getting exactly what we want by once again using natural language. We will also explore some of the suggestion prompts that Julius gives us. And then final step, we download our graphs. We copy and paste our summary paragraph and we are ready for any type of report that we need to do. So let's get to it. So right over here, you can see that I can add a file or start a conversation now and add files later. I already know what file I would like to add, so I'm going to click that little paper clip on the bottom left, and we're going to upload. So as you can see, I have Wash and Wags. This is my little financials for 2022. We're going to do that. It's loading. So what is it that I want Julius to do? I want Julius to create a summary paragraph for me about all of these financials, and then also to create graphs so that I can see visually what my financials are looking like. So we'll go ahead and use that natural language. So just how you and I talk normally, no coding vernacular needed. Please make me a summary paragraph about these finances, as well as helpful graphs for an end of year summary report. Okay, and that's it. I'm going to go ahead and click enter, and it's thinking about it, and we wait. As you can see, it's already generating the code. It's a really fun way to see the behind the scenes of this particular AI tool. Not many tools do that from what I've seen lately. So it's nice to see that. And here we go. Already, it is figuring this out. So it's going to analyze our trends in overall revenue, gross profit, and net profit over the years. Great. It's doing all sorts of analysis, things that normally I would do, and it would take any number of minutes, hours to do. But here we go. In under 2 minutes, it's giving me all of my information. Okay, great. So it has already provided me one graph right here. If you want, we can maximize it so we can see more of the information. On the right-hand side, we can edit the graph or we can download it. And then as you can see, this is my summary. The graph illustrates the monthly progression of overall revenue, gross profit, net profit throughout 2022. Great. And it's also giving me the summary statistics right here. The average monthly overall revenue was approximately $3,688 with a peak of $4,470. Great. Gross profit, we averaged at a little over $2,500. Now, it's sad but true. Net profit averaged at a loss of $418, but it is great to see it spelled out right in one sentence. I don't have to go combing through all of the data to figure this out. It is telling me right off the bat, which is a great thing to highlight in any sort of an end of year report, end of quarter report, because if you're losing net profit, it's not good. So now, as we can see, it does provide us with a few suggestions. Can you provide a breakdown of the operating expenses by category? What strategies could be implemented to improve net profitability based on the financial data? I think that one is definitely appropriate because as we can see, our net profitability is not good. It is in the red. So let's go ahead and click that and see what it comes up with. Okay, great. So with this, I can bring in these suggestions into my meeting. I didn't even have to brainstorm about this. Julius is doing it for me. Great. Yeah. So reduce operating expenses, increase revenue streams, enhance marketing efforts, optimize pricing, improve operational efficiency, and focus on high margin services. Now, that's wonderful, but I want to focus more on the visuals, right? So if I'm looking at my graph right here, what I think would be also really helpful is to actually break down some of this information. I think I want to look at a bar graph of the different services that we offer and see the data in that way. So I'm going to scroll back down, go into my chat box, and once again, using natural language, can you make me a bar graph showcasing each service offering we have throughout 2022? Let's see what that gets us. Because I have a feeling that perhaps some services are more profitable than others, or some services might be more popular than others. But if I can get an actual graph so I can visually see it as opposed to just a slew of numbers, it's a lot more digestible than if it's just a range of numbers. Okay, so now it's created a bar graph for me. Let's go ahead and download the graph, and then we'll take a look at it. Great. Okay, so as we can see here, basic wash is great. Deluxe wash is pretty good. Really, the one that is lacking is Ultimate Groom. And I know that Ultimate Groom within this fictional dog grooming company is one of the more expensive ones. So perhaps that is also a way that I can save within our net profit and make a little bit more in the next coming year. So just by using natural language, we were able to get Julius to analyze, summarize, and then create beautiful visual graphs using all of our data points. And the possibilities are endless with this and different types of data sets. It doesn't just have to be financial. It can also be engagement within your marketing campaigns, anything within that. Like if you have a large amount of numbers and data, bring it into Julius and it will take care of you. Enjoy.